What's up? What's up? Y'all know what time it is, man. 1 o'clock right now. Here we at Reach Radios with your boy FDL Train. Let's talk fitness in Atlanta. Man, we got a really good show today, man. I got two amazing women with me once again, man. We're going to get on some real cool subjects, talk about how these ladies are being boss, both in the fitness community and just in, as black women, what they're doing, man, what they've got coming. And then we're going to hit on a couple more subjects, man. So I just want to start off, man, right now by letting them introduce themselves right now. So I'm going to let the Miss Beautiful Toy tell you who she is.
Hey, y'all. So my name is Toy. I'm a trainer at the FD Club as well as a book author. And I'm excited to be here to talk about fitness because this is a true conversation that we really need to have.
Absolutely.
Hey, and I'm your girl, Kels, owner of Hits 92.3 radio station. And I need to be talking about fitness because I am super duper lazy.
She is, for real. I know her personally. She is. So that's what it is, man. Two amazing people, man. So first of all, man, we're going to start off, man. Yesterday, man, was a real big tragic. We lost, man, a great person in fitness, man. Someone who was very huge influencers, both for black women and just for fitness in general, man. Our hats definitely go out and condolences to her family, to everybody, man, that was around her. Sad story, man. But I'm going to say this here before we get started. We never know what someone is going through. Mm-hmm. We never know what the next person's dealing with, how deep it is, how deep their issues. And as a man, I'm going to say as a fitness community right now, man, we got to start uplifting each other. If you got some problems with somebody or y'all dealing with some different type of stuff right now, I really need y'all to pick up the phone, text message, DM, man, and resolve those unsolved problems. Because I guarantee you, if you dig deep into what's going on, it really ain't nothing. It ain't nothing at all, man. So I'm going to start off by, first of all, saying, man, if I got any problems with anybody that I offended, caused anything, let me be the first, man, right here, man, today on Reach Radio, man, this 1 o'clock show, man, just want to tell you, man, I apologize. Pick up your phone, call me. Let's clean this issue up. I can guarantee it ain't probably nothing. We're going to laugh about it and keep it moving. Man, we are here to support each other and not to tear each other down. Please make sure, man, that we really, really, really take care of our own. So getting started right quick, man, just had to get that out of my system. Kels, let me ask you a question. You got the twerk class going on, radio station, another little show going on Friday night. You just like killing the scene right now. What's going on? Tell it. What's good with it?
I'm excited. So we can start with Friday night. So Friday we have an event called Bosses versus Bosties. And we're going to be talking about relationships, like all different forms of relationship, not just is your husband cheating on you, like that. I want to know, like, how do you keep marriages together for over 20 years? What do you look for in a relationship? Are you into monogamy, polygamy, polyandry? It's all different forms, open, exactly. So it's a lot of different stuff in relationships, and we're going to dig deep into it.
Okay.
In lingerie and pajamas. So yeah, that's the vibes we going on.
Oh, and I'm on that show too, y'all.
Yep, and he is.
And I ain't wearing no lingerie. No pajama. I'm coming like I go to bed at night. Some basketball shorts.
Hold on, I'm about to say how you go to bed though first.
Basketball shorts and a white beater and mismatched house house shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Loungewear.
So yeah, so let me ask you this. When it comes to fitness and stuff, I always watch your class and stuff on Wednesday nights as well. What made you want to do that? I mean, I see the ladies are really, really happy. Like, you bringing excitement, sexual fun. You're bringing a lot to them. So what kind of just gave you just to kind of move and, to really do that?
Honestly, because I'm 40 and I can't move like I used to. As far as, like, I go up some stairs, I'm tired. So I'm not a type that likes to go to the gym and, lift weights and all of that stuff because I'm little and I'm scared to lose weight. So I had to think of something fun to do that is going to make me want to consistently work out in a fun way. So everybody likes to dance. They like to go to parties. And they're like, I don't know how to twerk. People ask me for, I say, all of 2022, my business partner, shout out to Sharon. She has been begging me to do this twerk class. And I'm like, girl, I'm too old to be teaching a twerk class. But I'm literally, most times, the youngest one in the class.
Oh, wow. And that's really cool. That's cool. Fitness it really don't got no age on.
Absolutely.
Well, how long you been twerking? Let me ask that.
Forever.
Oh, see that?
I used to say back in the day, I didn't have big ambitions of like doing what I'm doing. I literally was like, I'm gonna be an Uncle Luke dancer, background dancer when I get older. People was like, you need to be a singer. No, I'm gonna be a dancer. I'm dancing behind Uncle Luke. That was literally what I wanted to do when I was in high school.
She a mess, y'all. But that's it. But and then don't downplay it, man. She's really, I understand it's a twerk class, but man, she's really changing lives. Like you said, man, people in there 42, 43, 50, whatever, man, they're really having a good time. And at the same time, like we always say, man, with me and Tor, we have a class also on Wednesday nights at the Epic Center, 7 o'clock, free. We just putting it down, always inviting people. But our motto right now, man, is that we just want to bring fun into fitness again. Let's have fun. Let's, enjoy it. And like, we really appreciate what you're doing. Like anybody's got a class and changing someone's life, man. Like we are so excited for you and for ourselves as well. And if we're not there, like in the present and the physical, we do support you, mentally and emotionally, and we're there in spirit with you. Tor, killing the scene. Jumping jacks, got everybody, the little model, got the bug, killing the fitness scene now, jumping on people, starting to know your name, household, you killing this stuff. So just let me hear about it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it's really power in numbers, because I'm a very introverted type of person. So I think even when I've joined like the fitness scene in Atlanta, I met so many people, and people in my family would tell you like, oh, I'm so quiet, and they're like, you have all these friends. I'm like, I guess I do have all these.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm very like to myself and just like me and my sisters, but I met so many great people, awesome. Especially like in the fitness scene in Atlanta. I think everybody's been like open to help you, support you. And so it's been, for me, fitness has always been a hobby. And then I turned it into something more than just like, a hobby. So I'm really big in like the nonprofit world. But fitness is something I've just always done on the side until like people have told me like you should probably consider like maybe like teaching a class or training people. And I was like, okay, well let me go ahead and get like my license to go and train people because I don't want to train people without
you're good at it
a license.
You're good.
So I ended up doing that, and then it just took off from there. I've always been like a YouTuber, so I would always like vlog my stuff on YouTube, like my workouts and stuff. And so I just found like a gym home, which was the FDL Club, and then they kind of just, I guess, saw a light in me and decided to tell me I should probably look further like into it. So that's what I did. And I think I told you about my book.
No, let's hear about it. What's up?
It's so cute.
I'm a big
journaler.
Like yeah, like so for me, everything that I do, I write it down.
It's dope, yeah.
I always write down everything that I do. So when I started working out, I was always write down like my workout plans, and then on one side I would just have like a journal just for myself, like I would journal for the day.
Right.
So I was like, it would be really cool if there was an actual journal that people could help get them mentally set for like the week. Like they could do a mental health exercise on one side and then put their workouts and what they eat on the other side. And so I made a 60-day journal, but it's literally what I've been doing since I've been like starting like fitness. So I kind of on one side put everyone that's like my favorite people, it's quotes on one side. And so this side has ways that you just mentally prepare yourself before you actually go work out.
Okay.
Then you do your workout on the other side. And then in the back, it has like my favorite workouts. And then it also has like habit trackers. So I'm big on like tracking things. So how much water I drink. Like I don't count macros, but like sleeping is important to me. Like how many hours of sleep I get like a night.
Wow.
So I track like my sleeping, and then they always say if you want to form a new habit, it takes 60 days for you to form a new habit. So that's why the entire planner it's only for 60 days.
So I got
That's nice.
I got a little problem with this book though, right?
What's up?
Why this book pink?
I knew he was about
What-
to say
no, that's
that.
a
Where
good
the blue
point.
book at?
I know.
I mean, like that's some real, all this great information, and it's just like it's women only. Like, so men don't work out.
That's true.
We don't need
So
no book?
listen, I want to come up
I
with
don't
a
want
little
this. I just
black
wanna know-
one.
Oh, okay.
But see, the reason why I did a
Can't come
little
up with no
pink
black book
one,
though.
yeah, I got the idea from a little black book because it's like it's a secret. It's just meant for you. Like it's not meant for you to share with everyone and tell them what it is
Yeah, I
that
feel
you've
some
done.
type of way right
It's
now.
like a diary, so that's why it was called the
still
little
feel some
pink
type of way.
fitness book. I know. I gotten a lot of questions about that. I was just thinking about the ladies when I made it, and so it was like, okay.
So we
Keep my
finna,
favorite
so
color.
it's
Y'all
finna
know
be
y'all
a
not
part
finna
two, huh?
write.
It's gonna be a part
Because
two.
y'all don't write like that.
What do you know ain't gonna write?
You gonna write in the book every day?
Sometimes.
You hesitated though.
I mean, I said something.
You need it right.
But
So you need to
guess what?
digitally.
It would be
Start with
great to
it.
have it if we wanted to.
That's
I mean, come on. Like you said, oh, he ain't gonna write.
Yeah, but see, the thing with the book too, it's not set on a date, because that was my issue with journals. Like when they have like January 1st, this the first. Because I feel like when you do start a fitness journey, it shouldn't have a date.
Right.
You can start whenever you want to start, and so it's only labeled by day 1, day 2, day 3. So day 1 is whatever day you start.
That's nice.
That's for real.
Yeah.
So let me ask
So-
you a question on that, and anyone of y'all can take this question.
Yeah.
We deal with a lot of clients, and I won't even call people clients, just people we deal with that we influence, for our fitness, your radio, your talk, and you guys been definitely huge influences when it comes to women, because I'm sure women look up to you and stuff like that. What's your hardest mountain to get over when trying to actually, I'm gonna say influence someone to tell you, come work out, you can do this, you can make it, and you know that this person that if they come the first time, it's an 80-90% chance they're not going to show up day 2 or day 3. How do you get over that hurdle with that person?
For me, I'm like, anybody that I train or I talk to, I try to let them understand that it's not, you have to build community. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of women think when they do come to the gym that other women are watching them, other people are looking at what they're doing, if they're doing something wrong. And I'm like, 9 times out of 10, they are thinking the same thing that you think, that you're probably looking at them and that they're doing something wrong. So I think it's about like instilling confidence within them. And then I think through classes, which is something that I admire about Atlanta, because I'm from South Florida, and Palm Beach County and Miami, they're not really big on like classes. Like I feel like Atlanta is a big community where you could go to a class by yourself and meet a ton of people as just showing up by yourself.
Yeah.
Whereas like South Florida, you really have to go in the gym, really try to, get a trainer, talk to someone. And so what I've seen with girls who I've, trained with, they even come to like my classes, they become more confident because they felt like they met a friend in the class. And then a friend I may not remind them about a class, but that person that has came to the class, like, hey, you coming on Monday and Wednesday? Are you going to be there? Like, they automatically get an accountability partner. And so I think the biggest hurdle is just like instilling confidence like in them, and just letting them know that there's nobody like on this earth that can do you better than you.
Period.
That's true.
Yeah.
So if you look at people as competition, it's like you already starting off on the wrong foot. No one is. If you look at people that way, that's what you're going to attract. If you look for negative, like people talking about you and stuff, then yeah, people going to talk about you. That's what you're going to attract. But if you there for a good reason, you're going to attract kind, good people, because that's the aura that's like around you.
And I agree with that too. So in my class, I like to, we do groups. So if you came with a friend, I'm not going to let y'all be in the same group, because I want y'all to meet different people. So we do it where we teach the routine at the beginning, and towards the end, we have different groups to come up and do it. And everybody has to clap for everybody. You got to cheer them on with every single person.
Super
that
support
like that.
motivation.
Yeah,
I
so
like
and
that.
even when they come in, I want to see, what their level is. So I'll just put music on and just let them dance. And I always remind them over and over and over, this is for fun. We're not trying to, be nobody's background dancer. We're not trying to get paid for
And
this.
no
This
more
is
loop
for
dance,
fitness.
huh?
Yeah, no more of that. No more of that. But it's fun. I keep telling them this is for fun. If you mess up, it's for
Yeah.
fun. Like, this is to make you feel better and have fun at the same time. Like, don't take the fun out of it. I always
love
make sure I
that.
put that out there.
Yeah, and I mean,
Good
I think
advice.
that's a big thing. I guess one of the things, another thing I would ask to both of you too, what about the days what makes you, I understand the book,
Yeah.
the quotes and everything like this, but we're going to remove the book from this. And there are days that as trainers, as motivators, we don't want to do this. We have our days, but we must do it because there's someone that really, really needs it. There's like on our down days, there's somebody that we are impacting that's extremely down, or worse than us. So just give me a day of what that looked like for Kels. Like, you know what, it's just I woke up, I'm not really trying to do this twerk class, but I know Jennifer, Sue, and Jeanette, they looking forward because they had a rough week. So what's your pickup to get you through that day, to put that same smile on and have that same just fun time and be just so enthused and encouraging for them?
Yeah. So with me, again, I love to dance. So I don't ever have a day where I don't want to dance. But when we started out, it might have been like maybe one person or maybe two people, or sometimes nobody shows up.
Okay.
So just being consistent and thinking of the end goal was what motivates me. Not necessarily that I have to make myself go because I don't want to dance. I could have been doing something else and only one person showed up. But that one person is like, oh my gosh, like I learned how to do this and I was working on it all week. And
Wow.
you think about that and you're like, dang, I can't not go because that person did
really
all this
looking
stuff.
forward.
Yeah.
I was like, you better do your 50 squats this week. And then if I be like, by the way, we're not having a class next week. And they're like, no, at least I came. So yeah, make one person feel
Wow.
like 50.
Okay. What about
Yeah.
you?
That's really, I like that. Make one person feel like 50. I would say for me, it's like I always ask for like signs. I'm like when I'm having like a bad day, and I'm like, God knows how to talk to you directly the way that you will receive it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, sometimes when I don't feel like doing it, I may get like a random text from somebody in my class, like, "Ooh, look," they'll show me their physique, this change.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's my sign. Like you have to go to the
You got
class.
to go do it.
You have to teach it. Or I may get like a DM or a text like, "Oh, like it'll be a question." I'm like, there's no way that they knew that I was like possibly like in my mood or my swing, like I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
But they just randomly sent me a message like, "Hey, can't wait to see you tonight at the class." So I just ask for like signs. Like if this is something that like I need to do and these people like need me to be there right now, just give me like a sign before I just say like, this is not my day. But I think as a trainer, like you have to be like mentally prepared to teach other people too, because they could tell when your energy is like down
Absolutely.
or
absolutely.
if you're not feeling it. So I would say that for me.
I got a good one for you, Kels. So you
Uh-oh.
say you're 40, right?
Uh-huh.
That's your real
I
age.
feel every
I'm
bit
saying,
of
you
it.
so silly. Look, she don't look 40 at all. Kels look like a teenager. So one of the biggest things I always ask a lot of people, man, because like obviously we all became, a long way, especially you ladies, you know what I'm saying, and your growth and everything. What do the 40-year-old Kels look back and tell the 18-year-old Kels? And hold that, 'cause I'm
Girl,
coming for
you
you.
should have been out there in these streets. So
get you.
I got married and had kids very young. So I didn't really start to learn who I was until I turned 30.
Okay.
And then by 33, I got married again. So I'm in a space now where I'm like really, really doing me. So I would have told my younger self, be more active, be more outgoing, go after everything that you want, because by the time you turn 40, you could retire.
There you go.
Yeah, like everything that I'm doing, if I did it younger, I could have been just sitting back on a beach somewhere, literally.
Right. But the 40s, new 20s or 30s or 50s?
No, it's still 40.
40 still 40?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I like being 40, so that's what I'm trying to push. Don't try to make yourself be the new 30 or the new 20.
Yeah.
40 is 40. And
40
it's
is
fun.
40. Y'all heard that.
Yeah, 40
Make
is
sure you-
40 and it's fun.
Make sure you understand that. So I got one for you, Tor.
What's up?
What do Tor today tell Tor 15 years in the future from now?
The future toy?
Yeah.
I would say like keep going harder. Like I know I have like a probably a crazy extreme like work ethic because I'm a perfectionist, so I like stuff to be like a certain type of way. But I would say I think now I'm at the age where I think sometimes I go a little too hard on myself,
Right.
and I probably should. Whereas like people that are older than me, like, you're doing great, you're doing a good job, and I'm like, yeah, but I could be, like I just said it, I could go harder.
Got to go a little bit harder.
I could do more, but I think like it's just I don't ever want to do something where I'm not like happy doing it. Like I see some people in careers where they go to work just to go to work, and that's not a life that like I want to live. Like I want to wake up every day and be happy with what it is that I'm doing, because I don't like stress. Like I'm not a stressed like kind of person.
Wow. That's tough. That's tough. Okay. I get it. So back to this part. So we all know, man, that fitness is like, how do you put this? A very extreme sexual business.
Mhm.
You know, I'm sure you ladies get men talking to y'all, hitting on y'all.
Yeah.
Let me see your DM right now. No, exactly. So I'm sure that everything is going, like that. How do you tell in your line of work, because you both, what I call is in the forefront, you're both leaders as women, you're bosses, and men are super, super attracted to that. How do you tell when that man is genuine or that man is a flake or, I just need to get out the way, but yet still keep it professional?
I can't tell. A lot of times I can't tell. I feel like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's always a ulterior motive for me.
It's always okay.
So it's hard for me to tell.
What about you?
Oh, I could tell. Yeah, I mean, I think I could, but I'm very like I'm friendly in this like fitness thing. When they come to date, and I'm like the meanest probably girl you'll probably ever meet. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, anybody would tell you I'm like
Tori,
a
you're
savage.
not mean at all.
Like no, I'm a savage when it comes to like dating.
Tori,
Like, but
Tori.
I'm nice to like people will tell you like if you trying to talk to me though,
Uh-huh.
good luck. But yeah, I'm nice when it comes to working out.
No, but that ain't the question I'm asking.
What's the question?
Is how do you
How can
know
I
when
tell?
someone is genuinely about your business
Yeah, it's,
or just trying to date you? When
Oh, they
approach
make
you?
it obvious, I think. It's like the things they say. Like somebody could talk to you at an event, and then later on at that event they'll talk about fitness, but in your DM they're talking about something completely different.
Yeah. Okay.
So it could be, yeah, you could. I think it's just through conversation. But again, I know when somebody is like trying to date me.
Just slice
like,
it.
well, yeah, I can
slice
tell when
them.
somebody's trying to date, but as far as he's saying is who's being genuine versus.
But I could tell in the
trying to
conversation
maneuver
going to
within.
like, it's not, you really not, you don't really care about what this whole fitness thing.
Right.
You
Right.
care about
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah.
So, question about this, real talk. We know Atlanta is a big fitness hub as far as the urban community, African American, what you call 'em. We understand there's 6 million plus people, in the Atlanta metropolitan area and everything. One of the biggest thing that goes on in this thing, and I know you ladies are not concerned about it, but it's all around as you see it. What do you think about the whole rivalries and people trying to compete? And it's fitness. We're here
Yeah.
just to kind of motivate and help other people. How do you stay, away from that? And then what would be your words to people that are mixed up in that or on their way to getting mixed up in that?
I think it's just like collaboration over like competition. Because, I mean, I always look, there's enough people for everybody. Like, especially in whatever area you're in. You could be on the east side, the west side, the mid Atlanta. It's like people go where they want to go. And it doesn't hurt to support someone in a different, like, area. Because I know we have, like, so many girls here in Atlanta that do, like, twerk classes or do glute classes. But I'm like, that doesn't mean that your class is the same thing as the other person's class. Everybody's class is going to offer something different. And if someone wants to drive all the way from Douglas to go to a class that's all the way in mid-Atlanta, that's a choice. That's the choice that they're making on themselves. And I feel like we just, especially in the black community, because it's so small, when it comes to, like, fitness, I think the more the merrier. Like, we should promote each other's, like,
Absolutely.
events. So it's like, you never know. Like, my reach could be completely different from your reach. Like, your reach could be just in the Douglas area, and my reach could be a wider part of, like, Atlanta.
Yep.
That's not saying everybody's gonna come to your event, but it may hit somebody from me sharing it on my story. Like, oh, that's actually down the street from me. I'll go check this out, and it's
Exactly.
free. So it's like, I don't think it hurts to, like,
To always support and be
Yeah.
there for them. So my quick question. You on the radio yourself. You on your own radio show, your own, everything. When did you decide to just kind of get into that? You know what I'm saying? And how does that and your fitness work hand in hand, tying together? Or how does that bump heads?
Okay, so I started out modeling, then went into event hosting and red carpet hosting. And so I jumped on somebody else's radio show, and I liked the show. It just wasn't my brand. So I found out that I really like radio.
Okay.
I love having this as an outlet for me. Like, having these conversations are very needed, and sometimes you can't just have that with your homegirl or your homeboy.
Right.
The masses need to know. So that's what made me want to get into it in the first place. I actually have friends that own radio stations as well, and we never feel the need to compete with each other.
Awesome.
I have friends that own event spaces, and we don't feel the need to compete with each other. If I'm booked or my space isn't big enough, I'm like, oh, well, check out such and such at this, event space, because mine isn't that big. So I'm gonna always push them off to somebody else. We're more on the expensive side as far as radio goes. So if we're too expensive for someone, I would recommend another station.
Another station.
Yeah, so I just, like she said, collaboration over competition. If somebody picks you up and we collaborated at some point, and I'm a genuine person, you're gonna come back and get me, and vice
Absolutely.
versa.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
I see it that way. Like she said, it's 1 billion people in the world. Your people might not want to deal with people that twerk, so they gonna come to you. They might
Yeah.
want to have the more fun twerk side instead of fitness. They're gonna come to me. They're still
Yeah.
getting what they need at the
They're
end
getting
of the
what they
day.
need at the end of the day. They're getting the workouts, they're having a good time. That's really, really dope. I appreciate that. So within saying that too about your event space, so tell me like some of the stuff you do. What are you type of events you hosting right now? What's coming up with it and everything.
All right, so at the radio station, we do more media events as far as like panels, live remotes, and showcases. At my event space, it's more on the individual. Like, they might want to have a birthday party or a baby shower or something like that. So I keep those completely separate.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what the event space is. It's like individual parties. We have the space, we provide the tables and the chairs, and they provide everything else.
Okay, tell me where it's located at.
That one's on MLK, 2001 MLK, Atlanta, Georgia, 30310.
Love it, love it.
Yep.
And what about you, Tor? What you got coming up? Holler at me about it.
I mean, mostly it's just, you know, my book. I also own like a vegan nail line with my sisters that we've had since 2015, which is really neat because we've always been like into beauty, but none of us is like into makeup stuff, but our nails is like a priority, like a must-have. So earlier this year we came out with like press-on nails, which I don't know if you've been on press-on nails, but it's been like the new wave for like the girls. Because it's easier, and especially with all of, you know, the COVID regulations and stuff that have been coming out, it's been really scary to go and actually get your nails done in the salon. With the monkeypox, like, it's just, you could do it at home, and you can just snap them off when you want to snap them off. So it's funny because, like, when I was smaller, it used to be the funny thing to talk about, but now it's like the thing to do.
It's literally the
like
thing.
a lot of girls wear press-ons.
Right.
So,
I got a cool question. I guess somebody watching your live or whatever and everything right now. So, one of my good buddies, man, just hit me up, man. Shout out, man, to Beast Trainer, man. Really, really cool person. He want to know, he said that he has people that, females that want to do twerk class, and they in the Mapleton, Powder Springs, Douglasville area, because he's out here.
Okay.
So he was like, where can we find that? So you
Yes,
interrupted my
yes,
little
yes.
show, bro. You know what I'm saying?
good
Like,
interruption.
but that's
That's a
cool,
good
you know what I'm saying? Because
interruption.
this is why we're here.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good
Yeah.
interruption.
So he want to know like where, because he want to tell the women at his gym.
Yeah,
You know.
so we're at City Streets Dance Studio, which was on Fairburn Road. That's at 3465 Fairburn Road, Douglasville, Georgia. And my twerk classes, Twerk and Work, is on Tuesday nights. The beginners class is at 6 o'clock, and the intermediate class is at 7 o'clock. So if you don't know how to twerk, but you have rhythm, just all you got to do is bring me rhythm.
We pulling up too, bro. We ain't
Yep,
got to
look, he said he was on record.
We pulling up with the camera guy that
Yeah,
day.
so you don't have to have experience. If you don't know how to twerk whatsoever, come at 6 o'clock. If you know how to twerk and you just want to put a routine together and you feel like you used to be on a dance team when you were younger and you just want to relive that, come at 7 o'clock because we do a full-on routine.
Relive
so
that.
fun.
And let me tell you this right now. I know she's kind of playing this down, man. Toy, we've been doing these classes together, man, a couple of days now, 2 weeks, and we well on our way. The first time we collabed on this Wednesday night class, man, you know, shout out to Epic Center and Reggie Mays, man, a real great dude over there. He said, man, I want you to do your first class with Toy. And, you know, me, I was like, Toy, so I follow on Instagram, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, she got a class. So my whole thing is, like, this is actually me doing, I own a tour. I'm the creator of This Is Fitness Tour, and I haven't done my own shows in 5 years. So I felt like this is a way to jump back out, give the people something fun. But to be honest, man, she's really playing this down. Like, this girl is super, super dope. I'm talking about, bro, you really want to get into a female class where you're going to have fun, laugh, work out, strength training, doing the workout with the weights like she gives you. I can say this here sitting at this table, man. I've been in fitness 20 years. I've been in fitness in Atlanta 14 years. I can guarantee you in the next 90 days, man, this girl is going to be one of the head females in Atlanta, top 5 female fitness instructors in Atlanta. Excuse my best call. If you ain't seen her class yet, bro, everybody, you know, we got the twerk class. I love that. We got people that's choreographing this. But I love when someone is so into fitness and they keep it fitness and it's fun and the music. I encourage you, these two ladies' class, man, and especially Tor and especially Kels, you women got to get out and see this. And not only do you got to get out and see this, you got to get out. Bring your phone to Kel's class. Bring your phone to Tor class. Yeah. Just like they go live and they give you this information because they want to be there for you. I need you ladies to do the same thing in their class. Pull your phones out. Y'all got a wall over there. Put it against the wall and cut this camera on live, man. But I'm going to tell you this here. Said it from me. Let's Talk Fitness, FDL. Man, true Tor story would be top 5 female trainer in the next 90 days. I said it first. I'm putting that pressure on her too.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and plus
I physically believe it.
Plus we're on our way. We got
we
we got 3 different cities we about to leave. Me and Reggie talked the other day. Plus my manager. Shout out to Tracy in Cleveland. Love you to death, sis. You know, I got the greatest manager around. We made our mind up, man. Like, we definitely gonna put Tor, you know, on our roster because like that's what she's doing. And anytime that I'm at the Epic Center on Wednesday, so I'm gonna change this flyer next week. I know it's been saying, you know, FDL. This is an FDL and Toy show. You know, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this shit together, man, until like the wheels fall off. She's definitely that great. I don't even call her a co-host on the show for us, my fitness show. We doing this thing together, man. She's just as dope as I am. I'm just as dope as she is, and we gonna just keep on pushing. And the whole thing about being dope with all three of us, bro, right now, we just want people to feel good. Ain't no
it's real
competition.
simple.
Yeah, ain't none of that. But I mean, you really gotta see it. Oh, Kels, I got a good one for both of y'all too.
Oh God.
You know I get with the bullshit. Anyway, so Kels, real talk, right?
Uh-oh. Should I be
You-
nervous?
You can.
The way you just threw
Right,
it off the top
I'm
of your
like,
head, I don't know.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna lay it out there. Can the women in fitness with these type of shapes, this type of look this good, carry themselves this way, a boss chick, date a guy who's out of shape and don't work out?
No.
And why?
I'm gonna say no because I think eventually, like if we started off, he will probably eventually become someone that is just like me,
Okay.
who will want to work out and stuff. I say no because I think it's just like comparing like apples to oranges. Sometimes it's like that's not what they enjoy doing. But like with my boyfriend, he doesn't like the whole boot camp style thing. He's a basketball like play stuff like that, but he gets his fitness
he
in,
gets
or
it in,
he
though.
gets it in some type of way. But I don't think I could date someone who didn't like it at all.
Just couch potato.
Because it would really like unmotivate me, and I can't live like that.
You vegan?
No.
Okay. I was about to ask. Okay, you're not vegan, are you? Oh,
You know, good.
sorry.
I eat pork.
Okay.
I ain't letting it go.
Okay.
But mine is the total opposite of her, but for the same, not the same reason, but I couldn't date someone who wasn't into fitness because I'm not that into fitness. So if it's both of us and somebody's not into fitness, we're just gonna sit there and get fat. With me, I've always had somebody that's like, you need to drink more water, or you need to do this, or you need to do that. So
Right.
that keeps me motivated and keeps me, okay, Kelsey, you don't have one too many steaks, or girl, you don't have one too many burgers. If I dealt with a guy that was like me, we'd be a mess.
Being bad.
Yeah,
so-
it has to be like a balance. Now, I'm not saying you have to like to do everything that it is that I do, because
Okay.
I think that's where it doesn't become fun. It's like, this is, to me in my head, this is my thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
so
and I
that's-
like keeping it as my thing.
Right,
And I want
right.
you to do your thing,
Yeah.
but
I hope my
do
man
something
wouldn't
that's
wanna
physical.
twerk.
You hope you're not-
I hope he
I
wouldn't
know.
want to.
Wow. That's another episode, y'all. And that's
What
on
if he-
Kels
but
Radio.
what if he
man.
did?
Yeah,
Wow.
we definitely can't like to do the same thing.
Both y'all. Wow.
Trying to out twerk me.
On the
I
loop-
know,
on
but
the
what if
loop
he
record.
did though?
Oh no, it wouldn't be mine.
Well, y'all ain't shit.
I'm gonna hook him up with a homeboy.
Y'all, wow. So let me ask you this, man. With all this stuff that's going on in the world, I mean, I was, like I said, it's very serious for a lot of us, man. We're looking at the post-COVID situation. There's another type of disease. There's another this coming. And then, man, you got to even realize, I talk about this all the time, even though it's a fitness show, man, we look at the news. So many of us are dying, man. Some, by gunshots. Some of us are suicide. Some of us through just so many tragic situations. How do you keep yourself just happy and motivated when we living in a time, man, that it's really not a happy and a motivated time?
Well, I'm a Pisces, so we live in La La Land anyway. I don't watch the news.
Wow.
I just
Yeah,
hear it
that's
from
my-
other people because it's so depressing. It's like watching a scary movie every day and just living off of that. Because I probably shouldn't say that on your show, but this is not the
Say what you want
the
to say.
thoughts of
No, you say
Rich-
what you wanna say.
This
No,
is not
no,
the
this
thoughts
is
of
you.
Reese Radio, but I feel like they put that out there to force fear on you. So I don't want to live in fear. So I don't watch the news because I feel like a lot of that stuff is fabricated to make you go where they want you to go, see what they want you to see. So
Right.
I don't believe half that stuff.
What about you, love?
I mean, I keep it at like a distance. I stay aware of what's going on. Even if I don't, my parents will make sure I'm aware of like what's going on. Because if I don't see it on the news, they'll text it to me and let me know, did you see this? And I'm like, okay, I was trying not to see that, but thank you. For me, I think it's like you have to find what your escape plan is, pretty much. And so for some people, like, again, that could be working out. It's like a moment where they block out everything in the world and focus on just them. Or it could be reading. Like, you could sit down and read a book, because when you read a book, you actually escape into another world too.
You do.
So you don't really you don't think about your current like reality. So I just find whatever helps me like escape from what's currently like happening in front of me.
I feel you. And as a woman, like I said, once again, in this world, and this is sad. And I understand. I grew up with mother, father, and 8 sisters. So all I had was, cooking and things like that. And they said fitness and matter of fact, even radio. it's a male-dominant business.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I'm
is.
saying? And it's obvious that you two are really, really like pushing ahead in this situation. What are some of the obstacles you face as been a female in radio, and then what are some that you face as being a female in fitness when you're just really trying to get there?
They don't take me serious a lot. I feel like now that I'm more in the forefront because my husband was the person. Like I can walk in a room and they would automatically start talking to him like it's his station.
Wow.
Yeah, they would 100% go straight to him as if I'm the help. So sometimes it gets like that. When I first open, I try to collab with different radio stations, and once they find out it's me, then they kind of like, oh yeah, we doing our own thing. So like, it's a big deal over there now. So now they respect me because I had to prove myself.
Right.
They had to see it first before they would ever, want to collab with me. But I think it's mainly because I'm a female.
Was it hard pushing those doors down?
No, that anything that pushes me against the wall makes I work better under pressure.
Oh wow.
So I feel like the station is where it's at because of having to push the doors down myself. I literally will build my own door before I try to push myself through yours.
That's what's up. And then you got to realize in our business, there used to be a time, man, I'm just going to be honest, we can go all the way back to Richard Simmons, Billy Blanks. For us, boot camps has always been a male-dominated situation.
Yeah.
If you say an army, the first thing you go through when you get off the plane is a boot camp. And there's a male that is teaching this boot camp.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're definitely in the business. One, fitness is a male-dominated situation, so they say, because women are definitely coming up in this business. And, like I said, hats off to all the women that's doing your thing. Salute to you. But with you, being in the gym with some of, really good male trainers, and then just being in Atlanta where male trainers really got dope fitness shows.
Yeah.
How hard is it for you? How are you pushing over those boundaries and just trying to take over and do your own thing?
I think it is really hard for female trainers because I think a lot of times, people and guys and in general, people look at females for like one type of workout, and that may be just like a glute workout, like, oh, you doing a booty class, or you doing or if you even post something on like Instagram, because Instagram is so, I guess it's like so quick reels and like viral stuff. Like people like to see quick fitness. They don't like to see like
The microwave.
Yeah, it's not like you get something in 5 seconds that'll get you your views shot up this way, because the average attention span of a person now is like 15 seconds. So if you don't show somebody what they need to see in 15 seconds, they're not interested.
I ain't
pretty
never,
much.
man, huh?
So I'm like, it
3
gets
seconds.
harder and harder, like on social media,
gets
because it's
harder
like, how do
and
you
harder.
show them that you actually are good if they only
If
giving
don't
you
give a
15
chance.
seconds?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For you to actually show it. So I think like what has been hard for me is because I'm actually sort of soft spoken. Like I'm kind of soft spoken. So for me to have to
You
yell,
mean.
and I mean, but on a different area. but I'm naturally like soft spoken. So at a boot camp, I feel like I have to scream and like yell
Yeah.
because that's what people want to see. But I think I've learned a lot from going to different boot camps and seeing other people's styles. I'm like, you really have to actually step outside of the box. Like it's no way you could be comfortable. Like it's just, you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable pretty much if you are going to try to succeed in being like a boot camp like instructor. So for me, I just have to like, I pray about it all the time because I'm like, God, I'm not like a yelling like kind of person. Like, so it's something I have to like work on internally with myself. So when people tell me that they enjoy the classes, I'm like, oh, I'm glad you really like the class, because that's really me stepping out. That ain't even me that's talking. I know who that
I didn't mean to
is.
yell at you.
That's talking.
That's a new one, huh?
I was like, I didn't know who that was or what. I apologize for whatever I said to you.
Twerk 3.0.
That was a whole different person.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. So tell me, if Keys was looking at herself right now in the mirror, 3 things she wish she could change back in the day, leading her to today.
More confidence. Like she said, being more outgoing. I literally feel like I was more outgoing in high school. And then once I got into, because even now I would tell myself now, other than telling myself back then, is to speak. Like I work on now speaking when I go into a room, even if it's a bunch of females and they're looking at you like you crazy. Hey, how you doing? Like 9 out of 10, I'm probably the first one to speak. Where in the past I would be sitting in a corner somewhere.
Wow.
So to be more outgoing, know that everybody in the room is probably there for the same reason, or they're feeling like they may be just as anxious as you are.
Right.
That's my main thing, is just to be more outgoing and go after what I want and stop feeling like I have to fit in a box. A lot of people tell me that I don't show my teeth enough. Like, you're too humble.
You always smile when I see you.
Yeah, like I just
Always
met you.
smile.
No,
What
I
do you
mean,
mean?
not like that. I mean, like, boss-wise. I don't show, like, I'm not aggressive enough.
But every boss
not,
don't have to be aggressive. And the way that you
Yeah.
come off,
Yeah.
man, like, you know, and I try to tell people all the time. People say, man, you know, I hear a lot of people, and one thing that I do commend both of you ladies, especially, you know, like I said, knowing you for a minute, and, you know, me and Troy doing these classes. A lot of time it ain't what you say, it's what your actions show. And
Yeah.
you definitely prove a lot of situations with your actions. So, no, keep that humble spirit of yours. Keep being you. Stay on that level. You ain't got to growl. They know you serious. They know you in the room. A lot of time people won't acknowledge you being in the room because they know you in the room. And that you got to realize that. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you got to always know that, you know. Three things that Tor finna just take off with in the future right now. 3 things.
Well, I can guarantee to tell you this, especially like when it comes to fitness and my book. I don't give myself enough credit. Like, I took 2 years to actually write this book, and I kind of like put it to the side. But the motivation that I've got from people that have read it and purchased it, it makes me think like this should probably be a top priority or something that I need to actually focus on and take off. Another thing for me that may be in the future is definitely getting more on like my digital platform, especially when it comes to like my trampoline stuff. I do trampoline on YouTube, and I have a good following of people that love it on YouTube, but I've never taken it seriously. So I think that's something that I need to like actually push forward with, and I've been selling myself short on doing it. And I think also collaborating with more people. And again, like making myself, my motto for the year is just really to make myself uncomfortable, because it's the only way I'm gonna grow.
No, you're going to definitely do that.
Because I'm like, it's just been like, ooh, I know all these, like, it's been happening fast. But I'm not mad about it, but it's just like, I'm so introverted that it's just like, it's funny to people to tell me, I thought you was an extrovert. I'm like, I'm really not. But
What's up?
I guess I'm getting uncomfortable.
Okay. So, Keys, let me ask you this.
Okay.
So,
Keep
Kel,
calling
that's a
me
key.
Keys.
It's a Kel's. Let me ask you this real big.
Uh-huh.
I got to get these words right, too, because I want to make sure it says the right thing. Have there's ever been a time in your life that you felt like you just couldn't make it? When I said couldn't make it, just like, you know what, I give up. F this radio show, F this fitness, F this relationship, F everything. I just want to throw my head in the pillow and just spin it out right now. If there was ever a time in your life when you was that way, what and how did you pull yourself out?
I'm still in it. You're going to make me cry.
I don't want you to cry.
So I get up every day because I know stuff has to be done. And again, like I said, it's end goals for me. Like, I set goals and I challenge myself to meet them. So that's how I pull myself out. Like, being in the bed every day is not going to solve anything. It's not going to get me any closer to my end goal. We have sad days. I take a day. I might take 3 days. It's over with. You cried for 3 days, girl? Get over it. Go do what you need to do and keep it moving.
Keep it moving. I commend you for that. I'm due, Kels. I mean, I ain't got no tissue.
No, I'm
Sure,
good.
okay. You need it.
That's real, though.
What keep you pushing?
I think, like, for me, it's my family. Like, I'm a big, like, family person. And, like, last year, especially which is interesting to see where I am now, because last year I actually had, like, a health scare, like, in August, where, and I spoke to people at the gym about it, but I realized apparently that I suffer from, like, severe migraines. And I never had, like, an actual migraine, because a lot of people like to say, you know, it's like a headache, but it's no form of, like, a headache when I get them. So last year, like in August, I ended up going to like the hospital because I woke up. Well, I got up in the morning, I couldn't feel my legs.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and so they ended up calling like the ER, and the guy was telling me like, he's like, yeah, this has to be like something that's neurological, like, because it's like you're telling yourself like get up, and I'm like, but my legs are not like getting up. I'm like, I'm trying to get up, I can't get up. And so they ran all these like MRI tests. I spoke to Mike and everybody at the gym. So I think it's always helps to have people that know how to pray to pray for you, because like the next day I just like got up and I was just like, I literally couldn't get up at all. And I was like, but I was telling myself, but I ended up doing like an MRI, a CAT scan, and they ended up telling me like there's nothing like, you know, on your brain or anything like that. You just suffer from like severe, like very severe migraine. So like one side of like my face was like really, it's like your brain is on fire. I don't know if you ever had like a migraine, but you can't, like you have sensitivity to light. You have to be in like a dark room. Like you can't hear like noises. So I was out for like 2 weeks, but it was a real like health scare. But so for me, so it's like the little things like I pray for. I'm like, sometimes you don't realize like to walk is a blessing. Like to talk is a blessing. Like to move your hands is a blessing. Your sight is like a blessing. So I think sometimes we like overlook, like you could pray for the craziest things, but the health became like a huge forefront for me, because I was like, you don't know what something is until it's gone, and you don't, it's not an option that you actually have. So for me, it's like that's what keeps me going. I'm like, so every day, like I'm like, as long as I'm healthy, I'm happy. Yeah. I'm like, so the rest of it doesn't really like matter to me. If I have like good health and I can move and walk and be mobile, because I started like flashing back thinking, I'm like, you can't work out, you can't do this, and those are the first things that like came to my head. But yeah, so I don't know if y'all ever know anybody that dealt with severe migraines, but I have them like bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Mine used to come from ribs. So, you know, that's what's up, man. Damn, I really appreciate both you ladies sharing that, man. Truly a big blessing to both of you. Do me a favor real quick before we close out. Kels. Yeah. Kels with the tears. Nah, but, and I love your passion and how emotional you are about things, man. It means that you're really dedicated to what you do. Tell everybody where they can reach you at all your platforms. I don't care, telephone, whatever you want to give them. Give them everything, you know what I'm saying? And because I'm sure, man, people really, I know there's so many people that can relate to you. And people need somebody they can pour to. And I'm hoping that this show, man, will be that, you know, highway for them to you. So tell them where they can reach you at, how they can get in touch with you, how they can pull up and, you know, twerk, let some of that stress out. Y'all may be going through something. Get off your pillow, like she said, and shake your booty. Off your pillow to your booty, right?
Yes.
There you go.
All right, so we'll start with the dance studio. Is City Streets Dance Studios. No special spellings. It's spelled exactly how it is in the dictionary. City Streets Dance Studio on all social media platforms. The radio station is Hits 92.3. The event space is Hits the Stage ATL, and you can find me personally on The Real Who Is Kels.
I love it.
Kelz.
Kels, not keys. Kels.
Perfect. Well, yeah, you guys can find me on my website, which is www.toysharae.com, which is TOISHARAE.com. Or you can follow me on Instagram at True Toy Story, and it'll have all the little links that you need right in that bio if you go to Instagram.
Love it, love it. So y'all know what time it is, man. It's your boy FDL. You know how to find me, man. FDL Train, man. Big shout out, man, to both of these ladies today. Don't forget, man, every Wednesday night, now, if you on the Epic Center side, pull up on me. Tor, you know what I'm saying? We got this class going at 7 o'clock. If you're a little bit down the road, pull up on Kels so y'all can twerk this thing out, man. You got Trap Fit, you know, right now over at Momentum, man. You got the Locks on Wednesday nights, man. At the Loft, man, you got DP at Fennell. And, man, y'all got some really dope classes going all around this city right now. So pull up on any one of these classes, man. Have a good time. Like I said, leave all that stress and everything that you're going through, man. Maybe just an hour, man, that can really flip. Then, you know, within that hour, it's some good network. You may meet some people, man, that's dealing with some stuff that you're dealing with. And you know what? You kind of can lean on each other and really pull it through. So right now, man, I want to tell you, man, we peace out on Reach Radio, man, with FDL. Let's talk fitness. Love everything about you. Hit me up. See y'all tonight, 7 o'clock, right towards. See y'all tonight at the Twerk thing. What time?
Well, no, that's Tuesdays. Tonight we at Crew Lounge.
Y'all
need to come to Crew Lounge afterwards. I teach karaoke.
She want to go drink. You want to go twerk and drink. See that? Luke dancer, y'all. No. There you go. Insane.
It's going to be a party.
That's what's up. It's been a great, wonderful show, man. Shout out to my homeboy, man, Reese Sweeney, man. Shout out to Reach Radio. Shout out to Pops, man. FDL Train. You know what time it is, and we gone.